So now we're just going to have a look at comparators, which are quite complicated, even though they do look very similar to repeaters. So it's this little thing here, and you can see that there are 3 little redstone torches on it, and there's an arrow which shows which way it is facing. So at the minute you can see it's facing out that way. So what comparators do is they compare the position of an item in an item frame. In this instance, they compare things in general, but in this instance we're going to compare the position of this arrow and what direction it's pointing in this item frame, and it will output the redstone strength depending on which way it is pointing. So in general, they input a redstone level and they output a result because of that, starting from the highest, which is 15, because that is the power level of redstone. So if I click on this arrow, you can see each time it moves around a bit, 1 more redstone lamp is lighting up. And now we're at full, and then it goes back to 1. The basic principle of the 2 modes of a comparator are normal mode and subtract mode. So at the minute, this one is in normal mode because it's lit up and turned on. So when it's like this, you can see here that I've got a lever powering some redstone dust from the back of the comparator, and it's going through to the end. So as I said before, you start from power level 15 and you work your way down instead of up because you're going further away from the power source. So I'm inputting into the comparator in normal mode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. So I'm inputting 11 into the comparator, and what's coming out the other side is 11. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So in normal mode, if you're just inputting something, the same is going to come out the other side. Now, if we add a side input as well, so you can have things coming in from the back and the side, we'll start by adding 10. So if I add 10 onto it, you can see I've powered it on. You will still get an output of 11 because 10 is less than 11, so it ignores it and just uses the input of 11 from the back. Now if I turn 10 off, if I add 14 into it, you can see that the comparator has turned off. If I do that again for you, and if I turn 14 on, you can see that it just lights up this path and the comparator is turned off. And that's because 14 is bigger than 11, so it blocks the comparator off completely and it just ignores whatever is going on. So that's when it's in normal mode. The other mode it can be in is subtract mode, which is like this. So what happens in subtract mode is easier to understand really than normal mode. So here, once again, I'm inputting 11, and from the side, I'm inputting 9, as you can see here. So I've input 9 and I've input 11 into the comparator, and what's coming out is 2. And that's because in subtract mode, as you'd think, all that happens is that the 2 inputs are subtracted from each other. So 11 minus 9 are 2, so that's the output. This is a little bonus thing that you can do with comparators. So you can see here that I have a button, which is a power source, and then I have a lamp connected to it as normal, and then on this side I have another lamp connected to it, which is also connected to 2 rows of comparators. And as you can see, there's just one row facing one way, and then the other row facing the other way. So, you know what's going to happen if I press the button to this lamp. All that's going to happen is it'll turn on for a bit and then turn off when the button is released again. And when I press it, you'll also see what happens to this side. So if I press the button, that one turns on and turns off, but this one is still on, and you can see that here. So what this is called is a pulse extender. And what that means is that the pulse that is being given out by the button is going on for longer than usual as it's going through the comparators, meaning this lamp is turned on for longer. And if you were to add more comparators, you could go all the way out here, then the pulse would be extended even more. So it's very dependent on how many comparators you want to add. But that's quite a fun little trick too, and you could use it for doors and things like that.